What's up, guys? We're 24 hours away from NFL kickoff, and I wanted to give you guys a guide of what to watch today if you are watching college football. I'm going to be focusing on different players and teams every week, but there are also some teams I will follow all year long. Today there are 3 big games on the schedule that I consider must-watch games for me. I picked one morning game, one afternoon game, and one night game that stand out as the biggest of the day, with tonight featuring the biggest matchup of all. There are a lot of games about to kick off at noon Eastern, including Ohio State, Georgia, and Notre Dame, 3 teams with a lot of draft prospects. But the big game for me that I'm going to be watching early on is Colorado versus Nebraska. Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders, faces off against Nebraska's QB Jeff Sims. Colorado stunned the nation last week, along with phenom sophomore Travis Hunter, who stole the show playing both ways. They upset a team that was in the national championship last year in TCU, and this week they are favorites against Matt Rule coach Nebraska. Travis Hunter is easily the #1 prospect in the game, but he's not eligible until 2025. The biggest draft prospects to watch are going to be Shedeur Sanders and Deion Smith for Colorado, and then Jeff Sims and Arik Gilbert of Nebraska. While this game doesn't feature a ton of top draft prospects, it is a must-see game for me. I'll also be checking in on Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Georgia to check out some of those prospects as well. The afternoon features a couple of really good games. The first one that caught my eye was number 20 Ole Miss traveling to number 24 ranked Tulane at 3:30 Eastern. It's one of only 2 ranked first-ranked matchups of the week, and it should be a good game. Ole Miss has a couple of tight ends to keep an eye on and a talented secondary featuring some NFL talent. Tulane doesn't feature much in terms of NFL talent, which is why I will probably be watching the Texas A&M versus University of Miami Hurricanes game instead. They might not both be ranked, but the Hurricanes taking on the Aggies features a ton of draft prospects for next year. Miami features stud defensive tackle and virtual first-round lock Leonard Taylor. They also have 2 of the best safeties in the nation with Cameron Kitchens and James Williams, and then bookend tackle prospects on the offensive line with Zion Nelson and Javion Cohen. They also have a center, Matthew Lee, that I'm also interested in watching. Texas A&M features a player that Bears fans should recognize immediately, top wide receiver Moose Muhammad III, nicknamed Moose Jr. He plays for the Aggies. They also have a center I want to check out in Bryce Foster and stud defensive lineman McKinley Jackson. That game should be fun, but the biggest game of the night is tonight. Alabama taking on Texas. This game is at 7 o'clock Eastern tonight. Alabama enters as the 3rd ranked team in the nation, with Texas coming in at number 11. Alabama has 3 of the best draft prospects in the entire nation, with cornerback Kool-aid McKinstry, pass rusher Dallas Turner, and offensive tackle J.C. Latham. Malachi Moore and a variety of other talented players are all over that Bama roster. Texas, meanwhile, has a big-time wide receiver in Xavier Worthy, who also looks like a first-round lock next year. The Texas offense is loaded, with QB Quinn Ewers, wide receiver Adon Mitchell, and tight end Jatavian Sanders. I'm also a big fan of defensive lineman Tavondre Sweat. This game should be a prime-time matchup, featuring 2 of college football's best. The Alabama-Texas game is the one I'm definitely most interested in, but I'm also really hyped to see how Colorado and Travis Hunter show up against Nebraska. College football can be a little bit overwhelming to get into, but I plan on making these weekly videos as long as I'm not too busy, covering who I'll be watching and paying most attention to that week. I love familiarizing myself with the next gen of NFL talent. I also think college football is just fun to watch. I always enjoy it. Thanks to everyone who watches. Please hit that like button for me. Get excited for tomorrow's game. And until next time, bear down.
Jay, you got him. Here we go.
Do right, Jay. Do right, Jay. Hey. Hey, good work today, baby. Let's keep going. Here we go. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bears.